What's the one thing that people assume about me that couldn't be further from the truth? Maybe that I'm a girly girl. I think people assume because I love the makeup and the outfits and I'm an actress that I'm really a girly girl, but deep down I was absolutely a tomboy when I was like getting dressed up, but like getting dressed up and then going in the yard and getting completely covered in mud.
I thought you were going to say something like, I'm always happy.
Happy is saying someone's happy all the time is not true, I think, for anyone. We all go through waves of emotion, but I am an optimistic person. If there's an obstacle in life, I am someone who will go, okay, I can do this. And what is the path that I need to take to get it done? Or I see the positive in something. If there's a job I don't get, I'm like, okay, it means that there's another one coming that's better. I realized that success doesn't fix insecurities, luckily at a young age, because I'd been acting since I was 7, and then I had a really big break kind of all at the same time when I was about 19, and I realized that that specific job really tested my self-worth, and it really brought to the surface my insecurities, and it made me realize, okay, I can have a show that I'm filming at the same time that I have a movie that's about to come out and another movie lined up to do after the show's done, and I was the probably most insecure I've ever been. And I know at least I was able to recognize that and go, I don't want this. I don't want to be this person. It didn't feel good in my body to be that person. And so sadly, it was the hardest thing to go through, to have all 3 of those things, for lack of a better word, fail. But in the end, I learned the biggest lessons, and I realized that like money does not make you happy. Success, accolades, validation, like that is not what makes you happy. It's what's on the inside. And it's interesting that I know they always say this and it's easier said than done, but when you really get yourself in a positive headspace, it's crazy how things just fall into place.
How do you get yourself into a positive headspace?
It varies. I think now it's really important to have self-care, self-love, self-compassion, really focusing on listening to myself and what I need. And that is not always easy. Sometimes I have no idea what I need, but what I'll do is I'll be like, okay, I know I need to just sit with myself for a little bit and journal and kind of work through the surface stuff to see like, what is it I'm craving right now? I think my reset times to get back to that headspace are getting quicker. I'm learning like, okay, this is what I need. Like instead of delaying, like sometimes I think we know internally like, oh, I need this thing, right? I know I need to be alone for a little bit and just think. And sometimes I go, but I can't. I can't because I have to do this and this and this and this and this. And you're so afraid, afraid of people pleasing and disappointing people. But the truth is like, sometimes you just have to go, nope, I'm sorry, everybody. I love you all, but I'm going to take the day to just reset. And then the truth is once I reset, I'll be a better version of myself for everyone. Something that is imperfect about me that makes me more powerful. I see things through the eyes of like a child with this naive optimism that can really be to my detriment at times, because sometimes that kind of looking at the world with rose-colored glasses doesn't allow me to see the reality of the situation. But it's also what allows me to persevere through it all. I feel the most beautiful when I find that sweet spot of channeling self-compassion and self-worth and feeling worthy and self-love. When I'm really at a place where I'm able to do all of that, because as much as I say to strive for it, it's not something that happens every day. So I think when I find that sweet spot of like, okay, I know that I'm a talented actress. I know that I'm a good person, a good friend, a good partner. I know that I'm loved by so many and they love me for me. It's not conditional love, it's unconditional. Like when I'm really able to just be at peace with life, I guess I feel the most beautiful. It's funny because like when you're at the most peaceful, when I'm at the most peaceful, the idea of, oh, do I feel beautiful isn't even a question. I just feel, it feels like everything is aligned. And I'm like, oh, it's where I'm like, I can go in the world and I feel like I'm shining. People think I'm extremely fearless. And I mean, self-doubt is present in me a lot of the times as an actor. Before every audition, I go, can I do this? Am I right for this? Should I just not audition for this? It's always there lingering, you know? I don't think that ever goes away, but it's nice to be able to go, no, I can do this. At least let me try. The profession of acting, it's, you have to get past the self-doubt you have, put yourself out there in the most vulnerable way, and most likely still get a no. How do I get past the self-doubt? Yeah.
How do you keep yourself from spiraling, I guess, too?
Sometimes you just gotta spiral. Like, I think there's also this ability, this permission we can give ourselves to go, you know what? I'm spiraling. Like, call a spade a spade. Mm-hmm. Think all the thoughts, get them out of my head, write them down, and then sit back, you know, meditate and go, okay, I felt my feelings. Those things are not true. Of course, easier said than done, but you kind of have to just feel the emotions, give yourself the permission to feel all the emotions and all the thoughts and all the things. And then go, okay, what's fact here and what's fiction? And the fact is, I did the work. I showed up. I did nothing wrong. I think it also helps as an actor to go, it's not about getting the job. Each one of these auditions is like a little mini play. And I walked in and I did the play and I got a standing ovation and that's it. And if I just kind of take that as the win instead of getting the job as the win, it also lets me kind of process that a little bit better too. And you just gotta breathe through it sometimes and feel the emotions and give yourself permission to feel the emotions and know that you're doing your best and believe in yourself. Yeah, I think all these things, self-compassion, self-worth, self-love, eliminating self-doubt, believing in yourself, it's a constant practice. The worst advice was when someone was like, don't let them see you cry. And, you know, they just meant it for like one situation, but I really took it to heart and it made me kind of this hard person for a while where I was like, never let them see you vulnerable, never let them see you cry, never let them see your weaknesses. But it was to such an extreme that I was bottling everything up and repressing myself so much from feeling that eventually that manifests in other ways. Because of that, I wasn't allowing myself to really just be. Like, how can you have any sort of solid foundation of any relationship, family, friends, like a couple, when you're not able to show weakness? And it's crazy because when you start to actually like show the cracks, people actually love you more. And it makes them feel like they can do it as well. Oh, I wish I could talk to little Danielle. I would tell my younger self, yeah, I think it's that. Stop comparing. Stop trying to be something that everyone else wants you to be. Like, the one thing that's beautiful about life is we can constantly reinvent ourselves. It's just scary, but we can do it.
Yes, we can. And for more light laughs and real talk from this total ray of sunshine, make sure to follow her on Instagram and TikTok.